Okay, so I'm just going to swap over to my iPad. So you should be able to see my iPad screen here, and I'm swiping backwards and forwards. Don't worry about taking a note of all the different apps. I've got lots and lots of different apps on my iPad. All right, so some of the things that we're going to have a look at. The first one is the reading view that we have in our Safari web browser. So I'm just going to open up my Safari web browser here, and I've got a website. This is from the Australian Geographic's website. Some really good information in here, and Queensland actually uses these documents across the state, or some of these documents across the state, to help the students to engage with their curriculum. So this is an example here. This is about cane toads. I'm from Queensland, so we know all about cane toads up here. Really good information, but there is some content on this page. You've got things like these ads here that can be distracting for the student. You can have menus that take up a lot of space. Background colors can impact on how the student can engage with that information. So the way that that web page is set up may not be the most appropriate for certain students. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a tool in here called the Reading View tool to change how that web page looks. Doesn't change the content, it just changes how the web page looks. So in the top here, I'm just going to use my mouse. This is on my computer rather than on my iPad. This little icon here that's got the little A, big A. I'm just going to tap on that and you'll get this menu coming up. So you'll see here it says Show Reader View. I'm going to tap on that and it changes how that web page looks. So first of all, it strips out all those ads that we had down the left-hand side there. If there were any menus there, it would pull those away as well, and just basically gives us the content or the article that the student needs to have access to. If I go and tap on the little A, big A again, the Reading View tool, I can do things like change the size of the font. Some kids may need the font to be larger. I can change the style of the font. So let's say I want to change it to a sans serif type of font instead of it being New York or Times New Roman or whatever, because some students really struggle to use those fonts. I might use something like this one. So that may be much easier for the students to read. And we also can change the background colors. Okay, so for students who maybe have some vision need where they can't look at white surfaces. I know a number of kids that I work with that need things in a darker background. So I can come in and change that information in here. All right, so students might have that set up and they can read that. There'll be some students who may be able to read the information every now and then. However, they might come across a word that they are not too sure of. So what I can do is I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to click on this word here and just hold my finger on that word and let's see what we get. So we get a menu coming up. Hopefully, I didn't check this before, but hopefully it's going to speak this okay. You'll see on the menu here, we've got this little speak tool.
Widespread.
Okay, so you can hear that read that content there. So you can get it to read just a single word. If I wanted a phrase, I can get it to read the phrase.
Common and widespread.
And also we have a tool where if I take two fingers, you obviously can't see this, but if I take two fingers and I put them at the top of my iPad and I swipe down.
Cane toads have adapted to our climate. Scientists say in the future cane toads will be relatively common and widespread. Cane toads have adapted to our climate by Peter Meredith, July 30th.
Okay, so I'm just going to stop that. So you can get the idea there. So that is speaking the entire screen. So those tools there, one is the Speak Selection tool, the other one is the Speak Screen tool. I'll show you how you can turn those on in a little bit later on. You might also have noticed that it was highlighting the sentence and then as it was reading each word, it might not have been perfectly synchronized on your end because of the delay through the web conference, but on my screen it was simultaneous. As it was saying each word, it was highlighting that particular word. So we've got those Speak Selection tools there. Okay, let's say we've got a student who struggles to be able to produce or to type text, whether it be handwritten text, whether it be typed text. If I open up my notes tool,